plugs and rev up your engines. This is the 24th annual APSE National Conference. It's our 25th anniversary. We're in the great state of Indiana. We're going to need the stage to shake up here, so we want to feel it, we want to hear it. So let's try this one more time, and we want to hear you. Good morning, APSE. It is such an honor to be up here today, and we're absolutely thrilled to be asked to sing this song for you guys this morning. And it's also an honor to warm up the stage for our fabulous keynotes. Tim and Mike be coming up soon. Got to know them a little bit this morning and looking forward to their performance. This song is the first song I ever wrote on a guitar 11 years ago. And I'm going to dedicate it this morning to anybody that was ever told they couldn't, they shouldn't, or they won't, but they did it anyway. And this song is a song that was really inspired by my family. See, when I was growing up, my parents always taught me that everybody has value, and that everybody deserved to be treated with respect. And there's a true story that's been told in my family for many years. It happened in 1969. I was living in Dallas, Texas at that time. And my dad, he took my brother and one of his little friends to the country club swimming pool in the neighborhood there. And as they were leaving that swimming pool, the manager grabbed my dad and he said, "Mr. Davies, don't you ever bring that colored girl back here again." Now my dad, he's kind of a feisty guy. He didn't like that very much. So he demanded to have a lunch with the director of the country club. His name was Richard Dedman. And he sat down with Richard Dedman at their fancy little country club and their fancy lunch place. And Mr. Dedman said, "Now, Mr. Davies, I think there's something you don't understand. You see, we got clubs throughout the United States. We got one in Los Angeles, and it's integrated. But in Dallas, we're trying to move slow. We just don't think people are ready for that yet." Now, my dad looked right across at Mr. Dedman, and he said, "Sir, I think there's something you don't understand. I'm trying to move slow, too, because my first reaction was to burn this place to the ground." My dad went on and he said, "If you don't allow me to bring who I want to this club, I'm going to go to the newspapers. I'm going to go to the TV stations. I'm going to go to the radio stations, and I'm going to make sure this story is told." My dad got a call the next day from the board of directors, and they said, "Mr. Davies, you can bring whoever you want to this club whenever you choose." Now, this past February, we were in Texas for my grandfather's funeral. We went to the old neighborhood. First time I'd ever been back there. We went to the country club. We walked into that country club, and my dad told the receptionist the story I just told you. And Mr. Dedman's been dead 10 years, no pun intended. And he says, or the receptionist said, "You know, Mr. Dedman was the first person to allow anyone, regardless of race, to become members of this club." And that just made me smile, and I said, "Thanks, Dad." People are people. This is what we see. Doesn't matter your race, your creed, or your disability. All people are people. All people are strong. We believe with all our hearts. Now won't you help us carry on? Thank you, sisters and brothers. You were here long ago. Stood up and said, "We now know." You kept on fighting. You didn't stop. You gave it all you had. stand together. It's time to act as one. Real jobs, real life. This is what we want. This is what we want. This is what we want. Ooh, people are people. This is what we see. Doesn't matter your race, your creed, or your disability. No, people are people. No, people are strong. We believe with all our hearts. Now won't you help us carry on? We believe with all our hearts. Now won't you help us carry on? We believe with all our hearts. Now won't you? People are people. This is what we see. Doesn't matter your race, your creed, or your disability. All people are people. All people are strong. We believe with all our hearts. Now won't you help us carry on? We believe with all our hearts. Now won't you help us carry on? We believe with all our hearts. Now won't you help us carry on? On and on, on and on. On and on, on and on. On and on. Carry on, help us carry on, help us carry on, help us carry on, help us carry on. Thank you. The lovely and talented Miss Julie Wilcox. Now let's get ready to have some fun with Handicap This.